Does anybody want to buy or trade a pickup truck? I have one for sale. I'm located in Klamath Falls, Oregon. If you're here or nearby, or as far as Medford, Roseburg, Grants Pass, or something like that, let me know. So what it is a 1986, manufactured in July of 1986, Isuzu pickup, or Pup as they call it. I don't know if you can see any of that info on there, but it's got the VIN and everything on it. Isuzu Pup. It's got this little crease right here. Not really sure what it was from or anything because it happened before I got the truck. Little teeny rust spots, but nothing big. And this thing's dented just a little bit. I guess the story about this is a bear ran into this pickup. The lady that owned it. Oh, another thing. These things were a pain in the butt. The license plate lights weren't working, and it wasn't the bulb, it was the connector. And I searched all over, low and high, and finally found these, which are aftermarket, but they're designed for GMs. And they fit perfect and they work. I spent $8 a piece on those. Oh, I just got my leg all wet. It is four-wheel drive, even though it sits pretty low. Like, you'd be surprised if someone told you it was a four-wheel drive by the way it sits. It sits pretty low, but I like that about it. Manual hubs. Like it or hate it. Love it or hate it. It's got this wonderful fabric that you've seen on every old pickup for a billion years. I haven't really looked at the seats much. It looks like the passenger seat is pretty good. Let's see. Let's go to the other side. Now we're on the driver's side. It's got some creases, like little tears. No big deal. Nothing bad. Hey, nothing a seat cover can't fix, huh? I put new speakers in it because the stock ones, one of them was blown and the other one had no sound at all. I think they're Pioneers, but I don't remember. Got a couple little cracks in the dashboard. Classic Kenwood cassette player. It says AC. It doesn't work. I think it is hooked up, but it doesn't work. Something like that. So we've got the 5-speed, a transfer case. Odo says 211,000 miles, but the engine doesn't run like it at all. It's very, very sound. Got your little four-wheel drive indicator up top. Oh, and the check engine light is on all the time. The code is MC solenoid, which I think it's just mixture control solenoid, and because of that it won't pass, say, California emissions, but here in Klamath Falls we don't do emissions testing, so I'm pretty much exempt. Check under the hood. Really, really clean for a 1986 with over 200,000 miles. It's a 2.3 liter 4-cylinder. There's that information up here. It says 2.3 liter right there. I don't think this was California. Oh, it was. So it was California emission anyway, but because of the check engine light and the MC solenoid, it won't pass. Here you have to replace the carburetor to get the check engine light to come off, and that's couple $300 expense that just isn't necessary because it doesn't really affect the drivability. As you can see, there's no leaks, no drips. Lots of stuff was replaced on this. If you check it out on Klamath Craigslist, the battery's pretty new. Like I said, if you check it out on Klamath Craigslist, I have a list of all the things the previous owner did to it. He was a mechanic, so he had replaced an awful lot of stuff and made this thing pretty sound. I replaced the headlights too. They're really, really bright. Let's go underneath it. And you can see it's dry. It doesn't leak. Not bad for a 1986 with a buttload of miles. You wouldn't really know it if you heard the engine running, that it has so many miles on it. It's really, really sound. Something had to have been done, you know, to ensure its longevity over the past years, because it's way too sound. I'll start it up, but only for a minute. You don't really need to pump it, but we'll pump it anyway, for those of you that like that sort of thing. Clutch in with the wrong foot. Wanted to idle up a little high there. As you see, check engine lights on. Runs pretty solid. That hissing noise is the hose, by the way. 1986 Isuzu pickup, 4-wheel drive, regular cab. Asking $1,500 or best offer. I'll trade for a fuel efficient car. Something like Ford Aspire, Honda, Geo Metro, that kind of thing. Alright, thanks.